EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. Yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. They'll run the screen with Bowden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And taken into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 39 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running the daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. first rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Max Crosby.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jacobs now. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And some room to work. Try. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Raiders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that. They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's looking long for Witten. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Las Vegas.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
To number 11.
Henry Ruggs. 39 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking about what you're going to do, you don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Bowden. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowden. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. And some room to maneuver. That's the try. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 16-yard line. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bowden. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Carr now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run on first down. Found him. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Glenn Bowden, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Number 83, Darren Waller.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try it again with Bowden. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking for.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. 72 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
For the point after.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Raiders.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
To kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the... It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Daniel Carlson on.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Las Vegas.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Trayvon.